Hey, all right, so welcome back everyone to the Back 40 Firewood channel. So, I was wrong about something. I was wrong about these DIY pallet totes that I built last year. And the one thing about being wrong, there's nothing wrong with being wrong, especially when you learn from it. And the thing I learned from this is that even though they're handy, even though they're, they work great for taking your wood off the splitter and letting it sit in there loose where you can limit the number of times you touch the firewood. The thing I found out is that it's just not worth it. So for those of you who are new here and may not have seen this video last year, basically what I did is I took 3 pallets. I took 2 boards off of one, 2 boards off the other, and then I used those for the sides, and then I used the boards that I took off on the back and the front with a little welded wire, and I made myself a little, what I thought would be a little handy firewood tote. I had the splitter parked right here where the table came right off, the wood came right off the end of this, fell right into this little basket or tote, whatever you want to call it. And I thought this would be pretty slick and pretty handy to just, pick up that wood right off the end of the splitter, not having to go and stack it. So before I explain to you why this pallet tote just isn't going to work out for me anymore, I'm going to actually break this one down. And that's the one thing I didn't get wrong, is when I put this together, I left the materials pretty much all in their original state, so I can just take these 2 boards off the front, put them back on that side pallet, take the 2 boards off the back, put them on this side pallet, and I should be left with 3 pallets that were pretty much in the same condition before I built this. All right, so while I'm breaking down this side of the pallet, I'm gonna send you guys to a little adventure that we went on this past weekend. While I break this down, enjoy this footage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're breaking into your regular scheduled firewood programming. All right, so I've got the welded wire all off. I got this one side now taken off, and like I said, I can just now take these boards that I had taken off to use on the front and the back, and I can just put these things right back on here, and basically my pallet will be back to its original condition. Now, let me get this one off. Whoa. It helps to have the impact driver in reverse to take screws out. All right, so there you go. The pallets are now back to 3 pallets instead of a pallet DIY firewood tote. And the thing with these pallets is I can no longer get these pallets, and the nice thing about them is they're made with 2x6s on the top, so they're really heavy duty, nice, strong pallets, and that's why I like them so much, and that's why they're more valuable to me like this than in the form of the tote that they just were. So that little firewood tote, as it used to be, would not even hold a face cord of firewood, loosely tossed in. These pallets, however, if I stack the wood on top of them, these pallets potentially will hold at least, minimum, a cord and a half. So if we take one of those pallet totes that I built and we estimate that, let's say it just holds a face cord, even though I know it's not even close, it's a little bit short, but say that holds a face cord. So my storage space right there, I'm using 3 pallets to basically store a face cord, when I could use 3 pallets and I could store wood like this right here, which, yes, it's not 8 feet long because those pallets are only 45 inches, so I'm 6 inches short from being 8 feet long, but that I could make that up by stacking it a little bit higher than 4 feet. So potentially there's 1 cord, and then another pallet would be a half a cord. So 1.5 full cords would fit on 3 pallets if I just stacked it. So the bottom line is, at the end of the day, these pallets are more valuable to me to use stacking the wood on than to use them built into a tote to just carry wood from the splitter and not having to stack it. I mean, I don't mind stacking it that much. So like I said, I think it's better use of the pallet to put it on the ground and stack your wood on top of it, because you get more wood on the pallet. So basically you're not using 3 pallets just to store a face cord. Instead, you can use 3 pallets to basically store a full cord and a half. Way more wood stored, way more efficient use, I think, of the pallet. So the DIY pallet tote idea, not that it was really necessarily wrong, it was just a wrong use of those pallets and just maybe a failed experiment. Kind of like the Mount Woodmore, the big tossed pile of loose wood over there. That was another disaster. But you don't learn unless you try, and trying and making mistakes, that's the way you learn. So now I'll have all these pallets I'll be able to utilize to stack my wood on over here, and I think it'll be a much better use of those pallets. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool.